It's our fair part show. It's our fair part show. It's our fair part show. It's our fair part show.
Yes, g'day, hello there, podcaster. Liam here. No ailments for me. Rolling into the week after a ripper weekend, I must say. Checked out some F1 action. Never been before, but yeah, pretty good. Still a bit filthy that Melbourne took it from Adelaide all those years ago. I think it was before I was born, but still, I do think in the back of my head that it was, it was an Adelaide thing. I think Adelaide took the chance on it first,
Yeah, there was so much. I don't know if you saw online, like all those Adelaide people being like, the weather in Adelaide was perfect this weekend.
Well, to be fair, I was there on the Saturday and it was actually unreal, but it was almost too hot. But I think I would have preferred that than just getting like pissed on the Sunday.
As someone who didn't watch any of it,
F1 neutral,
I would have assumed in rain they wouldn't have done the race, but they push on.
And they got special wet weather tyres.
Oh, they do.
So they
race in
change
the
all
rain.
the tyres. Everything's different.
I get it. Like I think it's when you're seeing it, you're like, man, this is dangerous enough without wet roads.
Yeah.
Especially they're just burning. Like they're just taking corners like 300 k's. Like nuts. It's nuts.
Oh, a hell of a race.
I wonder if there's like, again, as an F1 neutral, I wonder if in the game of F1 racing, if there's racers who are better in wet weather. So they're like, oh, I'm better in the wet.
Yeah, they're hoping for it.
Well, the
yeah.
rookies are the ones that
F2 you're talking about, Bill?
No, is it in the race?
The newer, yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
the rookies were
There's
the ones.
also that they bring the F2s out earlier.
Is there the F2?
Yeah, because I was like, I went with a couple of people from Nova and I was like, oh, like when does it start? Like I kind of thought it was a NASCAR thing of like it just they race the whole day.
Yeah, so they're not.
No.
How long's the race?
The F1 is on.
57 laps.
How long is that?
Goes for like 45 minutes.
Because I was there on the Saturday, so they were just basically racing to find out where they would start in the position the following day.
Yep.
And so McLaren locked down spot 1 and 2, Lando and Piastri. I can talk F1
Listen
now.
to you.
But I was sort of unsure of how that rocked. So I was like, I got there at like they were like, oh yeah, they were like, we're here at like 11, and I had a pretty big night on Friday, to be honest. So I was sort of just a bit rattled from that. Rocked up, and then they're like, yeah, they're on at like 4. And I was like, what?
Why are we here?
Yeah, but like there was like other stuff going on, obviously, and they have the F2 as well, which is like the lower. Like, so if you're good enough, you get to F2, and then if you're really good, then you get to the F1. I don't know. Do they have F3 earlier in the day as well?
I don't know. But no, what I was saying is that in the main race, the F1 race, there's still the rookies of that race, and they're the ones that sadly I don't think could handle the corners as well and the wet weather, and they're the ones that had the crashes and got knocked out, which was sad. And then Piastri fell to the bottom, and sad.
So who won?
Lando.
That guy.
McLaren. No, Norris. No, Lando Calrissian, of course, from the Star Wars universe. Yes.
Here we go again.
No, yeah. He's been in the Millennium Falcon a few times with Han Solo. That ship actually did the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs, so pretty impressive.
This is going to become a Star Wars pod, isn't
Maybe,
it?
maybe.
No.
Well, think about it. I was at 170 Russell on Friday for a kneecap gig. Last time I was there was my 21st birthday on Triple J.
Cute.
And Belle was there as a listener, because she's a big fan of Ben and myself.
So what?
It's very
The
sweet.
dream.
Very
The dream,
sweet.
hey?
So it's kind of cool when you think, you're like, yeah. It's like when you see, like you'll see like Premier League players and it's like a photo of them when they're like, so it'd be like Trent Alexander-Arnold and he's just at the academy in like 2005 and he's like, got a photo next to Gerrard. It's kind of like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have no shame. I crossed the street and introduced myself to Ben as a listener back in the day. You gave me nothing. Totally
At the
fair.
party?
No, this is in Melbourne CBD, and it was like in a back street, and I was like, "That's Ben from Triple J." And
Probably because
so
it was
I
a
came
back
over and I
street.
said, "Hi."
That's probably
No, you were with
Probably
people.
on guard,
You were with Lewis Garnham, and I just had him on the Triple M show that I was producing at the time. So I was like, "Hey," and then I said, "Oh, hey, you're Ben from Triple J." And then I also said hi to him at Splendor once, and he walked straight past me, and that was
I probably
fine
just
too.
didn't hear you.
That's fine.
I probably
Anyway,
didn't hear you.
I have no shame in that.
Yeah, you shouldn't. I probably just didn't hear you, though. I wouldn't have ignored you.
Oh, I don't know.
I wouldn't have actively ignored you.
I think
he does that now, but I mean, like, that's now he knows you, you know? No.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ben is here.
Yep. President, got a couple of quick bits of business, if I may, no ailments. First one, Freddie got his first haircut today.
Oh, my
Oh,
gosh.
right. What did he go short back and sides, buzz cut?
No, just kind of a bit off the top.
Low taper fade?
No fades.
Wait, bit off the top.
Just like a...
So he's got like a bald patch at the top. And
No.
then long.
Like he's got quite curly hair.
Yeah.
And he's closer to 2 now than 1, so he's getting on, and he hasn't had a haircut yet. And it's getting quite long and buffy. He's got very curly hair. So we just said, like, we still want it to be curly. So don't, like, shave it. So she just took, like, half of what was there. She took half of it off.
Did you keep some?
We did keep some, yeah. Sam got her to put some in a glad bag.
And will his godfather be receiving a lock or two?
I did forget to grab some for the godfather.
I think it's only fair. I mean, the rest of it would have just been swept up and put in the bin.
How did he go? Did you have to distract him or was he
fine?
It
was interesting because the hairdresser, she was lovely, and she... Obviously, hairdressers are good at making small talk, but you can't make small talk with a child, so she was making small talk with us. And she was very good at adapting with the baby because obviously when I get a haircut, I don't move. Like I'm like a rock.
Yeah.
Stay very still. Freddie moving around everywhere like crazy. We just had toys entertaining him because at first he was like, "Get off me." He didn't want to wear the bib, the apron. Yeah. He refused to wear that. So
I don't think they'd give that to a kid. It's too much work.
She went to go get it and she went to go put it on him and he was like, And so she's like,
cape for me.
So she's like, that's fine. No, we'll do it without that. And then in 15 minutes, haircut was done.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah, in and out.
Fun experience. Second bit of business, I got a DM from a guy called Sam. Was Sam the guy that you spoke about in the last pod? Was that a different person? Is that from they're from the UK?
It could be Sam from the... Can you show me the profile picture?
Yeah, it's like a sunset.
Different guy.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Well, Sam hit me up. Said, hey, Ben, I've been listening to the pod and you mentioned Port Adelaide footy. I'm from the UK and I thought to turn it on to give it a crack this morning to see what the fuss is all about. And then obviously, if you didn't know, we got destroyed.
Yeah.
He said you got pummeled, absolutely spanked, like a boxing match with one man with his hand behind his back. Bloody good footy, condolences, a new Aussie footy fan.
Oh, that's good.
So that was nice. So
I
replied to Sam, so thanks for that, mate. And yeah, appreciate you listening and watching Port get beat.
Yeah, and appreciate you not drilling me next time, mate. You're trying to get in touch.
Yeah.
You know, don't get stuck in.
It was a tough game to watch, but I won't get into footy chat because it was a very sad game. But I also wanted to, my last bit of business, I wanted to mention Ben Bell's Alpha Squad. We were thinking maybe, hypothetically, we changed the name. Just putting it out there because people have reported it's hard to find sometimes.
Yeah.
And there was one disturbing report that someone said, is it like an alpha thing, like a alpha male thing?
Yeah.
And
I said, yes, it is.
No.
Shut up, Belle.
Yeah, shut up, chick. No, that's very bad jokes to be making.
We're literally tonight on the show talking guns and then dicks.
Yeah, you like one of those things, Belle.
Yeah. And we were like, oh, no, not that at all.
Yeah.
It's sort of, I honestly don't know. I think there's Alpha Wolf Squadron in Shrek is what the team's called.
Yeah.
And so when we're like, what are we going to call this secret club? That's what I think I remember saying.
I also
like
remember
Alpha.
the day we had the conversation. It was early 2020 in Adelaide. Sorry.
It's not that emotional, mate. I
choked up.
We're still all working here as a team.
It was
no one's
early
died.
2020. We said, hey, we want to have like a secret Facebook group where people can post memes, they can help us out with the show, et cetera, et cetera. And we thought, but it can't just be called Ben, Liam and Bell. That's kind of boring. There's already one of those pages.
It was Ben and Liam, yeah.
It was. So we were like, what can we call this so it's unique? And then I think what we did was we just made it too unique. Yeah. So it needs to be like a fine balance of, I get what that is. I get what that is. It does what it says on the tin, but it's also not just Ben, Liam and Bell.
Yeah. No, even my partner, Christian, couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Like he was, and I was like, no, you just type it in. And he's like, yeah, nothing's coming up.
For us, the sobering stat is, members-wise, it's been stuck on 2.6 thousand members for at least 2 years. It's been stuck there for a long time. We want to grow the group. So if you have any suggestions for what we can call the Alpha Squad, it will still remain the same. We just would like to rename it to something. Would love to hear suggestions.
I would be willing to offer a sort of mayor or chancellor position to
control the page.
Yeah, sort of like, so if you come up with a new name, you get some sort of special right where you can like kick people out, or maybe not kick people out, but you can you hold the conch. Or you sort of have
you make them an admin. That's
well,
that's
well,
huge.
like you get you'll be granted some sort of special power. I don't
cape
know.
Maybe.
Yeah, and maybe we hold by-elections and I don't know, each year that it could sort of be a turnover.
Wanted to open this up for people.
Yeah, no. But this is just more like I'm just putting
an incentive.
Like a reward for getting involved. I
also like the idea of imagine if you are the successful person that renames it. Like we choose your name. In the lore of the show, you are forever the person that changed the name.
Right.
That's pretty
cool. But we don't
cool.
want it too unique. It has to be still something that's really
has to be
broad.
fun, creative, sexy.
Yep.
Accessible, unique.
Okay.
Love that.
Creative,
And not alpha.
not alpha.
Yeah, just
Beta
something,
even.
yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, it can be full cuck, like it can be whatever, like it can just, whatever. Cuck squad. Okay, we are also joined by Belle.
Hello.
Who just finished her shift at Jetstar.
I wasn't
How
expecting
long have you been holding on to that?
that. Very funny.
What do you mean?
You said when I walked in today, "Hey, Mel, you look nice."
You do look nice, but it does look a little bit Jetstar-y. But
What?
like not in a bad way. But like you're wearing like a
Orange blazer.
Yeah, it's a blazer dress.
Yes.
And yes, it's orange.
Much like a staff member of a Jetstar.
Well, when did you finish your shift working as a backstage stage person that changes everything and dresses in
not
black?
as good of a drill, but
No, it's not, is it? Well, I'll have you know, I was.
no, it's a nice blazer suit.
Thank you.
Can I get a cheese toasty, Bill?
Yes,
what do you
yes,
mean you
yes,
don't
yes,
do the
yes.
curry on this flight?
I have always wanted to do the little lights down there.
I've got to pay for a beer?
Okay.
Whoa.
Well, if this plane's going down, I'm the last person that can help you, so I'm sorry. No, I spent today, I'm dressed like this because, I was at Beverly Rooftop today in South Yada doing, thank you, emceeing for a brand new company that's just starting up and is now a client of Nova. Exclusive holiday getaways.
Oh, I don't get the name wrong.
Yeah, no, sorry. And yeah, it's like the big launch because it doesn't actually it hasn't launched yet, so it's starting next
What is
week.
it? Exclusive holiday
getaways.
Getaways.
So,
But it's you're not breaking some sort of
no, it's
embargo.
around. No. But yeah, it's a pretty cool idea. It's like you buy a subscription and then you could go in the running for a holiday.
And so like it was like because you were hosting, you were like, dressed as a flight attendant because it's like a holiday. Is that what the?
Sure, let's go with that. Sure.
So I imagine everyone, like someone was dressed as a boat and like someone was
Yeah.
someone had
margarita.
yeah someone had like one of those hats with like a little propeller on the top because they were like a like a chopper or the airplane.
Yeah. Okay. I thought I looked nice, but that's fine.
You do look
That's
nice, but
fine.
it's just I actually really like the outfit, but it's just
It's very Jetstar-y.
it's funny that it looks a little bit like that. But if no one said that,
I never even thought about that though.
I know
I've
that.
never thought about that with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It was a good day. It was fun, but I did have, I think, my first ever bout of food poisoning over the weekend because I don't think it's gastro because Christian was with me all weekend and he was fine.
Bloody airplane food, eh?
But I like Saturday we were watching the footy game of Port and Collingwood. And it was just like a big tsunami just came over me and I was not well. And then that lasted all the way until last night. So I spent all yesterday in bed and at the toilet.
It'll
not
get
fun.
both ends or just the one? Both ends, yeah.
Didn't sleep Saturday night, just at the toilet all night. And then yesterday was better. But I haven't felt sick in my stomach since I was 12. I felt like a child again.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Last 2 years I've had a little, it's been well documented, but I've had a week here and there. And it's just.
It's weird.
It doesn't, it feels like it should be all cleared out, but then it just keeps coming.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, Christian witnessed a lot.
And so, I'm sure it would have brought you closer together.
Yeah, he went and he made me tea and
Get some Hydrolyte into you?
No, I ran out and then I just said, don't worry about it. So I just drank heaps of water.
Fair enough.
That was fine. But I just had to be good for today and we're here. So it's all
You're good. All right. Well,
God forbid I had a sick day.
Let's fly, Jetstar. All day, every day, low fares.
Is there any good deals for barley coming up at all?
How
or
long were you looking for
We lost him
Ages.
about 8 minutes ago, and I
Ages.
knew exactly what he was doing.
It took me so long to find it. And then I had to watch it in silence while you were talking, and I was trying to, because it's a news.com article from April last year, because Magda Shabansky is the
Yes.
new Jetstar.
Well, she was the
person.
old, she's been around for years doing
Oh, really?
Jetstar. Yeah.
Well, this
absolutely.
is in their new ad. And I
Right.
skipped to the end, and I was trying to get the right bit, but I
You
didn't,
did very well.
didn't quite nail it, but I was
you
close.
did very well.
Thank you.
Yes.
But no, look, it's an affordable airline, and it's probably
And-
Australia's only budget airline these days. So
Despite what you said earlier, the plane food is beautiful and well priced.
Yep.
So are you working for Jetstar? Now I'm sort of like, now I'm confused.
No. This
Wonderful.
is a little cell phone number I picked up ages ago.
So it could be a Jetstar jacket.
Well,
it says Julie on the left side there. I think she might have been a flight attendant.
Really quickly, did you know, I saw an article today, maybe you guys saw it as well, but did you see the article that explained why the air staff say hello to everyone that walks on the plane? You know, when you walk on,
they have to identify everyone, or they want a personal sort of connection there, or
apparently it's so they can just tell if you're intoxicated, because you can't get on the plane if you're intoxicated.
So if they go, hello, how are you doing?
So as long as you pass that test, you're fine.
Pretty much, yeah.
Whoa.
Interesting. You'd have to be pretty sloshed.
But I think that's why they do it, because if you can't get past the hello test, then you're not getting on.
To be honest,
interesting.
I do get a little bit nervous at that test, and I didn't even know that before, but I do get a bit nervous that I'm like going to show my boarding pass wrong, or they'll be like, who is this idiot coming on the plane? That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like it's inconsistent as well. Like sometimes you have, when you're flying overseas, like sometimes you have to show your passport at that bit, and then other times they like, don't worry about that.
Yeah, it's because different airports have different rules. Yeah.
It's hard to keep up. Same with the, I mean, this is just a boring conversation, but laptop in or out the bag.
Yeah, it's insane.
Oh,
every airport's different.
Jackets on, jackets off. What are we doing?
There was a great video online the other day.
They make it up.
And it was like this guy, and he was like, airport meetings in the morning, and I was like, all right, how's everyone going? Cool. All right, now how are we feeling today? Laptops in or out of bags?
That's
cool. Are we going watches on or off? Off today? Okay, no worries.
Yeah, they make it up.
Well,
the annoying thing is they have the technology now where, I think it might be Melbourne, might be Sydney, I forget, because they're so different, but one of them does it so you can leave it in there.
Yeah.
It's awesome. You just leave it in there. It's quicker. Everyone leaves their shit in their bags and it gets through. Taking it out is insane. I get in the old day, technology maybe wasn't as strong and it was confusing. Take it out. But these days, everyone should have the technology to leave your laptop in the bag.
Yeah. No, I went to the airport the other week and...
of course. Double check. It's actually kind of impressive that you're doing Gold Coast to Tullamarine before you come to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. But my groin area lit up on that full body scan one, and so they said, "Oh, we'll have to get a female over here," which is also a new thing where they're like, "Oh, okay, are you okay with a male doing the scan, or do you want a female?" And so it lit up, and then she came over and she said, "Oh no, it's fine. Do you have an IUD?" And I said yes. She said, "Okay, it's just that then."
Yeah,
and I don't think that would show up on the thing, but
so you could in theory smuggle a handgun
in God's pocket, yes.
Whoa.
Don't do that. I speak on behalf of Jetstar and all airlines when I say please don't do that.
Obviously that was a joke.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, good stuff. All right. Well, it should be a good week. And let us know if there's any like names that you're like, what about this? We could call Alpha Squad this, or if there's anything that pops up, we'll just vote on the best one.
Yep, we'd love to hear it.
And that's it!
Liked that podcast? There's heaps more to listen to if you just scroll back or download the Nova Player app.
Ben, Liam, and Bell.